Looks like myself, Joanne, Dustin, +1, Tony and Thelma are here with members of the community. So we do have a full board. We have the minutes of the September 19th meeting. I'll go ahead and...
I had
thank
that
you.
actually as the 23rd. I think that's a typo, right?
Put yourself in for double
I
pay.
thought it
The 9th was the work session.
was, yes.
The 23rd was the,
That's when I
Yes.
was gone.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes, so the 23rd. So 9...
That's my fault. I should have caught that.
Alright, so we'll have that correction. Meeting called to order at 5 o'clock. Attendees were Tony Jeffries, Thelma Jeffries, Stephen Hines, Dustin Dillard, and members of the public. Presentation of the 2026 budget. Discussion took place on rent payments and legal counsel. Dustin brought up discussion previously mentioned in 2025 budget process and determined to be discussed later. Rather lengthy discussion took place over these items, included rent for the current office location in areas that are township owned or available. The rent goes to the trustee. Thelma discussed the history of the township office and its location and the previous board's decisions on rent. There were questions mentioned from the September 9th meeting directed to Ferguson Law. That claim was denied. The trustee felt the $1,000 retainer was unnecessary, but the board disagreed and wanted answers from an independent legal counsel. There was much discussion on the budget needing to be passed, the successes of the township in recent years past. There was a clarification. The questions being asked were to ensure the township kept that progress moving forward. With answers still remaining and a need to do something productive in this evening to move forward, it was agreed between the township trustee, office board, and the questions were agreed to be directed to State Board of Accounts and the Indiana Township Assistance Legal Counsel. If answers were not returned by October 1st, 2026, the $1,000 retainer to Ferguson Law will be paid. Dustin made a motion to approve the 2026 budget proposal. Stephen seconded the motion. The 2026 budget was passed 2-0. Public comment. Paul Strain mentioned an agreement could be reached by the trustee compromising to commit to funding the request legal counsel, and the board could support the budget. Jenny Moore mentioned she enjoyed the meetings being split between Harrodsburg and Smithville to allow ownership in the communities. Meeting adjourned at 5:51 p.m.
Motion to approve minutes with the correction of the date to September 23rd.
I second that.
All right, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right.
Sorry I screwed the minutes up, Joanne. You gave me the wrong job.
Well, I'm sorry I wasn't here. I'm not really sorry I wasn't here.
I was gonna say, you're on the river cruise.
I wasn't really, I'm not really sorry.
You didn't send the picture of the hurricane during
Thank goodness we missed that. We were home way before the hurricane.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
So, on financial reports, Tony, the township,
Oh,
how we looking?
interesting. So, you have to bear with me. I'm going to give you a copy of this.
Okay.
With the new changes, it's going to be interesting trying to get to the end of the year. Well, isn't it? These guys wouldn't separate. Okay. Who's gonna, I don't know if I'll take it on we'll use the video or not. The rainy day cash balance, $3,109.81. This is as of today. The general fund cash balance, now this is the money that's in the bank, shows $121,788.98. Now out of that money, we've got $26,075.55 for our 2025 operating balance. And in KIP, our general, we have $8,101.12. The Township Assistance Fund cash balance is $248,699.75. The Recreation Fund cash balance is $63,000 $118.35. The recreation remaining operating balance is $11,045.96. And the recreation KIP remaining was $67,261.43. Making the current total cash balance is $436,716.89. Now, if you notice in recreation, it looks like we're gonna have a 15,000 shortage, but we still have property tax money coming in December, which will bring that back up.
Okay.
And that's the fund, we don't have to worry about it, it's general, and we're trying to pre-figure how to do the general.
Did you make copies of that for everybody?
I can send it to everybody. I sent them the top part. I just got this done right when I left. Well, we can, or you can take pictures of it if you guys want it.
So we've got about 75,300 left in capital improvement total.
Yeah, she's got my paper. Let's see. 75,000.
And how much of that is already allocated? Like, what are we waiting
No,
to pay?
we're not even,
That's, everything's already out, right?
how long ago is this? Actually, you don't have to. On that one sheet I emailed, a few weeks ago,
The end of year sheet.
yeah, we had like pending action and stuff like that. Like in the recreation fund, okay, we've got $67,261.43. That's in the capital improvement fund. We have not yet paid out $24,500 for Kaufman to finish the bathrooms. Core restoration, Redmond, still have $9,771. And I put B-Tech on there. We don't have a total range to $67.44, so we've got $26,000 left.
What was B-Tech?
I used the original one, it was $6,744.
It's 71.
It's what, 71 now?
71's the new, and that does everything, including
Does
Redmond.
everything. Does everything.
So a little explanation on that. We are putting public and township Wi-Fi in all buildings, including Redmond and the park. And B-Tech's gonna do all of that. So I was trying to get it to where we just did a little bit and a little bit more discussed, and might as well do it all at once. We gotta spend the money, so that way it'll give everybody their stuff all at one time. So we'll be able to turn off access as well. So if we wanna turn the park off or things like that, we can lock it down. But go ahead and get it all put in this year, since we gotta spend what's left in the capital plan.
Now, when you're turning off access, I mean, that would just turn off access to the park,
Yes.
not the building?
Just that access point, not all the rest. We'll be
Okay.
able to lock that. So, but it should give coverage throughout the entire building pretty good.
You really
So-
want to do 24 hours on that?
Do I?
Because I mean, we've got people in Harrodsburg that actually pull up to the front of the township office to use their
Well,
public.
I just worry about leaving it in the park all winter at night and stuff like that. I'd rather them be out front. I don't mind they use it out front here,
Oh, yeah, okay.
but that's kinda dark out over there.
Yeah, I agree.
They wanna pull up out in front here, that's one thing, but that park area is pretty,
Can they do that, Nancy?
What?
Just have it out front for Wi-Fi if they need to pull up?
I think when they start hooking it up, I'll make sure what they can and cannot do.
yeah. Cause the access point that's gonna be here in this front should clear.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, it's just the one that's pointed directly at the park you may wanna shut off in the winter.
Because I know Tony and I discussed the fact that one router would service this building to make sure that it was a locked router, that the individuals in here, the businesses and what have you, should that ever happen, have access without interference of guests.
Mhm.
And then the other one be a public. So it's just a determination of how that public is spread out. And I'll have to talk with B-Tech because I'm not that smart on that crap.
Yeah, they can lock it down however, but if you have questions on that when they install it, just give me a call.
I know it.
All right. So
Now,
that's-
I'm sorry, I should know, are we paying our, for our Wi-Fi at the community center right now, or is that, no, okay.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Is that the same with the phone bill?
Phone bill's different.
I tried to disconnect my landline, and they told me, said, well, sir, since you're on Wi-Fi, it's only an additional $5 a month. Since I was a legacy customer, and I went, oh, I'll keep it then, I guess.
You
But,
might call them and see if you can,
Yeah, I
just
just
go over.
yeah,
consider I'd had my internet 10 years and never knew I had a phone.
I got a bill for it. It just rings for, and I don't ever answer it.
All right, so Harrisburg, how you looking?
oh, we're good.
I gotta say, and I forgot this every other time, that I have been sent the minutes, and so I have all that right here. Do you wanna hear about it? Do you wanna hear about
I've
it?
actually got a copy here, or
Good.
you can,
No,
which,
do it.
we've got total deposits of $20,649.31. And with savings of $2,552.17. Our CD is $10,410.91. And in the IU Credit Union account for our gambling account, gaming, is $6,617.12.
Hey, Paul, I gotta throw you a question about that.
Sure.
If you make over 50,000, does that trigger something in your 501c?
In 1 year,
Okay.
yes.
Are you still under it?
Yes.
Sounds pretty close.
Yeah, and that's, well, we're what, 17, so yeah, we're way under the 50, so.
I just, the treasure report that I was sent, the numbers are not the same as what you just said. I mean, it's not a big difference, but.
What do you have for, here?
For checking, I have $18,747.69. That's what he sent me. And for savings, I have the same as you had, I think, $2,552.11.
You know what, I've got the same report here. Let's go with your numbers, yeah.
Okay,
Yes, checking 18,747.69,
yeah,
and then savings 2,552.11,
savings, I have 10,300.
That's the
or
CD.
10, yeah, and then the CD is 10,375.
Okay,
Gaming 6,612.12.
The
right,
name of the account's after the amount.
okay, I see that, but I don't see savings again, would you say savings? I
There's
see that,
savings.
okay, I thought he
There's
said
savings.
20, I know that, but I thought he said 20.
He said 20 on regular checking, but he must have updated the numbers.
Which is basically everything all crunched together on our,
Oh, savings and checking were put together on your
Yes.
statement.
I get it, I see it now, okay.
You got questions for Harrisburg? Smithville,
I apologize, I don't have, we're around 20,000, but I'll email the,
yeah, just
we're
make sure we
between
got
19
that.
and 20,000, so.
And then do you guys have yours split up with like the park, the alumni and all that? Or the farmer's market and everything?
Just the two, the farmer's market, we had about $1,800 at the close of our market for that, so. But I'll email or Joanne the numbers.
Thank you. Area Association, I don't see Rosie.
She did,
Right, I
gave
just
the area
I just gave
association.
you the area.
Yeah, I got the email, I just didn't know if she was here today or not.
Oh,
Yeah, we received a email from Rosie on the Area Association.
But that's what Patty just gave.
That's what Patty just gave.
Oh,
There's so many groups.
It's early.
That was the area association. Nancy gave us the community center,
Yes,
which has a current balance of $7,895.08.
How about the alumni
The alumni association.
association? Too many associations.
What a day.
too many associations.
All right. Looks like uncleared.
We still have 2 uncleared, Lazarus Sears hasn't cleared yet, and Republic Service will clear.
Yeah,
Um,
because it just got written. Yeah, I told Lazarus the other day he needs to cash his check or get with you because you're going to rip it.
Is it truly from April of 24?
yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Yes, it is.
Send them a letter saying thanks for your donation.
So we have a healthy balance,
Uncleared check.
which is good, but it's not gonna stay that way. Because right now Diamond Dynamics is the only thing that's supporting the community center. And I am not a marketer, and we're not getting a lot of calls. People show interest and then they fade into the woodwork. I can only do so much. I would like permission to reach out to some realtors or to someone to find out what we need to do to get these units in a place where people know about them. The bathrooms, so that kind of give you an update on the bathrooms, the restrooms in the back, the partitions are in. These are not in, they're in-house. The sinks will be in-house by the end of the week, first of next week. So those were 2 of the big things they were waiting for. They got the concrete poured in the men's room where they had to beat that up, break that out so they could fix the plumbing. The plumbing is fixed, the concrete's poured. They'll start the drywall and what have you. So we are looking at the end of October, at least before the next township meeting, that friggin' restroom will be done as well as the other one. My big thing was, as much as I need to get those units rented, I want those bathrooms done before we get people in there. Otherwise, you're giving them a slop bucket. So as soon as the restrooms are done, but we can do it with a November 1 occupancy date, and that should be fine.
Nancy, what happened to that one lady that was gonna
Have no idea. I've emailed her a couple of times. I'll email her again. My concern is that once I get her in, if it's this hard to get her in, how hard is it gonna be to collect money?
Didn't she wanna pay for the year?
She
Wasn't that
wanted
what
to pay for the year, and she was trying to raise the money. And I even thought about offering, pay for half of the year now and pay the other half in 2 months. And then my mind went down the path of
Once she's in, it might be.
Ebenezer Scrooge. How much am I gonna have to track down to get the money? So it's in her court, she's got it, she knows what it is. We do get calls from the signs, but most of them are looking at Redmond Hall. So I forward them on to Rozzy. When they see this room, that's what they see. And they're not that interested in it for family functions, I'm sorry to say. And it is what it is. But I still have some people that come. But most of them, if they have to choose between here and Redmond, where are they gonna go?
Redmond.
So we're losing some money to them, but I
But
think it's all within the
How
community.
many inquiries are you getting about this room? Because I don't feel like that.
I don't
right
think
there
that's,
will turn
as far as
people
I'm concerned, it's what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
But the thing is I think it's when they look at, they can have this space, or they can have that
That
space.
space.
Yeah, well,
With
that's
the
the thing,
kitchen
like
and all that.
eventually, we're gonna have to do something in this room. You know,
I had
it's gonna
thought,
need some paint, it's gonna need some floor, it's
I
gonna need
had
some.
thought, it's on our list, we had thought that if anything, we were gonna paint, not that, paint everything else, get the ceilings fixed, put the flooring in, make sure the chairs are in decent shape. But we weren't, we were gonna trim out stuff so that it looked nice,
Yeah.
but we weren't gonna touch that because the women who painted it
I
are
don't think
still
so.
very fond of it.
I don't think that affects a whole lot.
Yeah, I mean, to me, that wouldn't,
My question is, how much does this rent for?
75
It's
for
not
the
gonna
day.
change.
Exactly.
Oh, well, I see why then they go to, but we're gonna.
You're gonna go up to
We're gonna raise all
$100.
our prices, when is it?
We're going up to 100 after first year.
The rest of the year.
See, I'm not yet.
So that's,
Well, and that's why having a
Yeah.
working
We're
refrigerator.
still having problems with that.
Oh, yeah, that's
Trying to get
after he's
over
coming like
it. You guys did the
Thought,
roof.
What's that?
Over this summer, everyone's going after those
You-
insurance contracts. I just
As,
yeah, no, I get it.
as far as this corner and the leak, and I know you think Chris Arthur,
We were talking about that. We got.
it's flashing. I don't care what it is, there is not a leak that runs a board that long. It's gotta be flashing. He does not have to worry about the steeple. The person we hired took care of the steeple that he was gonna get over here and look at and never did. As far as I'm concerned, that is still part of what he did before, and he should fix it, and it should not be a charge to the township. He didn't do it right. But that's up to the township, not me.
What's the occupancy
Huh?
of this room? How many people are allowed in this room?
We need to get that.
I haven't looked it up, but
Because a
right
lot of people
now,
tell me that it's not enough room for family things, or, you know, they got more people.
I
to be
had,
awful
I
crowded.
had someone ask, they wanted 40 people in here. This can hold 40
Oh,
people.
yeah.
And so I'm kind of the opinion, if it's 40 to 50 people, they should be able to fit in here.
Most rentals we do over there about that.
Yeah.
Very rarely are they above 50.
Yeah,
That's what they give it kind of occupancy when they do the fire.
not this
Yeah.
last time.
This one would be pretty high. I mean, this would exceed 50. It's got 2 exits.
Yeah.
It'd be nice just to have
So-
people ask, 'cause
Yeah. I mean, right here, just looking at the tables that we've got,
it's all about chairs when it comes down to what we can fit right now.
6 times 8
Is this
is
on their
48,
website?
and then
Yeah.
you've got these
you got an extra
tables back
table that'll
here.
fit there. I mean,
So you could
I'd say
get,
50 easy.
yeah, you could do easy.
Do you know yet about Redmond? What the occupant, you know? That's what the people has been asking, we're like, we don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna
But we give
matter.
them a rough estimate, you know, how many chairs and tables,
Yeah, well, in theory,
but we
right
don't
now,
know
we-
about the fire department saying
in
how
theory, it'd be
many.
49 without a second exit. So when that front door gets ready to rock and roll, and
Then we
we're
have
back
a
fully
second.
occupancy, yeah.
It's fixed, it's
y'all, it's got
replaced.
replaced?
Yeah,
Yeah, offset
Okay.
the transit above it. Yeah, the whole door's replaced.
Does it lock with a deadbolt, or how does it lock?
Yes, I think so.
It just have to be unlocked if we have occupancy.
I'll,
I was asking Jenny if this is on your website to rent.
It's exactly like.
She takes care of all that.
In the
I think it's on there,
there's
but I can
strips
double
that says
check
this
after
must
the meeting.
Remain open during business hours. Grab one.
If you
So I
Put it
Google
over the door.
exactly.
rooms for rent,
Well,
or like
technically, we have to
meeting
do exit off
space
the back
in,
door, or the back door.
You can't use that back porch exit.
It's got an exit out of the building, and that exits into that
yeah.
patio area.
Yeah.
So it won't count as a second exit.
Oh, it won't, okay. But even though that patio area has a door?
The
out?
patio would have its own separate occupancy.
Okay,
The main room would have one based off of the exits out of it.
okay.
And then there'd be an occupancy for the patio also.
Okay, the sanctuary and the meeting room where the church used to be has been vacated, they're all cleared out. Travis has started, he painted over the Bible verses that were painted on the wall, and he's ready to start painting in there. We should have it cleaned up. We have to replace both of those doors to swing out, because the preacher wants the doors back. So when he
When you
replaces
Google
one,
meeting
he'll replace
space
the other.
in Bloomington,
Kenny told him
Indiana.
he could have it back when he put him in, and Dustin
How do
told
we
him
get on
that
that
was
map?
fine, so that's what we're doing. They gotta swing out anyway, and they swing
Well, and
out.
they're not secure doors either with the
The
glass in the
Google
middle.
profile.
So we're gonna get
I'll
those
look at
done
the
when he
Google profile,
finishes
see
that
if
room. So right now, he's painting and messing with it.
But that's what we're using on the north side, aren't we? The same
No,
side?
they're different doors.
They're different doors.
The doors in
Eventually,
the church have a big oval in the middle of it that's
Harrisburg.
glass.
Oh, okay.
So on the other side, we're
Redmond
using
Hall.
just a little half moon.
You're gonna try to match the.
We're gonna match what's on the other side.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the doors currently on the church area are not secure.
What happened to the doors over there when they put those up?
Probably got pitched when everything got pitched.
No, they wouldn't have got pitched.
Oh,
When everything got pitched, yeah.
Yeah, I guarantee you that.
I'm sure Kenny probably saved it someplace.
Yeah, other doors everywhere. But yeah, the current doors on the church don't match the other side and aren't secure.
And the doors that were on there swung in anyway. We can't use swing-in doors, they gotta go out.
So we'd actually have reusable units, the new.
We will have 3 usable units, as of November 1. I think the 3rd unit will be closed at November 1, but I know that we have at least 2. And if anybody wants to go look at them, let me know, I can run you down the hall.
I was just talking to Jenny. I brought up on Google, meeting spaces in Bloomington, Indiana. It brings up a map.
Figure out how to get.
Harrodsburg, Smithville, and Redmond Hall aren't on it. And that's why I just told her, okay, how do we get on this map?
Cool.
So that will help when the people are Googling where to meet.
Yeah, you should see some increase for like the winter, because I know a lot of places are closed down. Fairgrounds closed all theirs down. Some of the, Van Buren was talking about closing one of theirs.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Yeah.
so that people may be looking for a place to have their holiday stuff.
Yeah, and I think it's all connected to their Google profiles. I know I created a Google profile for the community center, and Harrodsburg has a Google profile. So it's just a matter of updating that to reflect that there are meeting spaces inside the locations. But I've not done it before, but we will figure it out.
I've done it with our business, you just pretty much tag all the things that
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. If
you
there's
go there and
nothing
say, you can pretty much tag whatever it is, and then it'll pop up when people Google this. Like this has got tag batting cages indoor air. As many things as I could
Yeah,
possibly click.
okay, well, thank you. We can do it.
There should add some parts to the Google profile.
VTech has ordered our stuff. They haven't come in yet for our Wi-Fi. As soon as that is in, he'll set up an installation date. I asked him again, November 1st is my big dream day. I think I'll leave on vacation in case nothing happens, that way I'm not here to hear
It's
it.
coming up pretty fast.
I know.
You can't even unlock the door for us.
So anyway, we're hoping that that will be done by then as well, and he said he thought he could get us in at that, but Bill will wait and see. I think that's all we have going at this time.
Did, I wasn't here last time, I don't know if anybody noticed, but I wasn't here last time. But do we know, does everybody know about the person that you hired to be the
Property manager.
property manager?
Travis Conyer is working here, helping out as our property manager. He's going through and taking care of the little things. If no one noticed, all of the wires that were hanging down out here are gone. You had made a comment the last time we were here, there was no phone. The router needed to be rebooted with Smithville. So I called Smithville, I came over to reboot the router so the phone and stuff works. But he took care of that, he took care of the steeple. So we have someone now that I can call on. I want him to work, I don't want him to just sit and think about it, so that's why I'm having him do the painting and the stuff on that other room, because it's not something that it's not big construction, and it's things that he can do. He seems to be willing and available, so I have no complaints with him right now. The people that we have cleaning come in on Monday. They clean down these halls, these 2 restrooms. restrooms, and if this is not occupied, they come through and they check this, if it needs to be vacuumed or what have you, they take care of it. It was occupied on Monday when they were here, so they didn't. We're talking on some other stuff.
It's a mystery.
It is kind of a mystery. It's one of those things when you talk to someone and you tell them something and you walk away and you think that's what was said and what they heard may not have all been the same thing. Such as, can anyone in here imagine me saying, oh, just clean the doors, don't worry about that big glass in the middle.
No chance that came out of your mouth.
And I was told, well, yeah, you said that. And I looked at him and I said, I think you're full of shit, but we're gonna say that we disagree. I said anything that was glass except for the trophy case. I don't want you messing with the trophy case. I said everything else. So we're talking about some stuff. But they clean, they're here.
Maybe you should put it in writing, so then they
It
can
was
go
in
back
writing.
and say, hey.
I will make a note on your windows and doors. I don't know if you're responsible or Todd, but whoever took all the tape off there and actually made little cleany things for the postings, I think it looks so much better.
Oh my God, Todd took care of that.
Yeah.
I think Joanne got the little sleeves.
I know that seems silly, but it really
I know
does
the
look
CSJ
better.
with it, the little suction cups.
Yeah.
It's much better. It's much better. But it's a slow work in progress, but it's getting there. Oh, we did have, it was mowed before the alumni thing. Tony had asked about mowing. We got rain again, so I don't know if that contract should go through the end of October instead of just the end of September, because October does get enough wet weather that if you let that grass go, it's not necessarily
Next
good.
year we should.
My concern is that last month, maybe they ought to check with somebody.
Or do it like half a month or something.
Everyone's got a tendency to try to mow as many.
Well, except
They
if you
can.
if you make the statement, and October isn't as needed, and if you wanna have someone that checks it, then do that, but
I mean, in theory, through September's regular, right? October, November?
November, I'm kinda, but October, this has been a weird year, and October has been growing.
Yeah.
And there is an element of mulching the leaves, so that you don't just have big chunky leaves hanging on your grass, that you've got nutrients going into it, so.
Yeah, my big concern is over, the, festival for Labor Day.
The what? Tell me again?
That's Labor Day.
Yeah, the Smithville Labor Day celebration.
Yeah?
The billing, he was almost 2.5 times his normal bill, and that wasn't really budgeted in, we paid like $3,000 extra for doing.
But I thought it was stuff that you had asked him to do.
No, there's part of the regular stuff, but it just all came at once.
Okay, so it was like where he weeded the old park that's next to Redmond Hall that had grown up and you couldn't even see the walkways. That was in that bill, where he took out some of the trees and what have you, where they were dead, and he cleaned it up. You think he should have just left it?
No, I mean, what we've usually done in the past, they call and say, hey, looks like Jeff Calabrese.
Uh-huh,
He's gonna take care of a tree at Mount Ebel, he's gotta get some people out there and
Yeah.
equipment. He just said, hey, I need to do this month, it's probably gonna cost you this, that works, yeah.
okay.
So you want notified ahead of the work?
Yeah,
Okay.
especially with something big,
Yeah,
because instead of $2,000, it's like $5,000 and,
Nobody likes surprises.
Yeah.
but no, yeah. I wouldn't disagree with anything, especially, that's the week to really shine anyway.
I'm good if all that gets done in writing. whether it be email or something, that way we've got.
Well, we talked at one point, I can't remember what we were calling it, but we talked about like a work order type deal. Did we ever do anything with that?
We didn't, I thought we talked about that way a long time ago with Russell.
Yeah.
Remember,
Yeah.
Tony?
But I mean, would that
I
work
remember it.
if we use that same process?
We literally just have a form that we fill out, and, I mean, it can be as simple as work order 1, 2, 3.
Well, the work orders normally go one way from the board and everyone out, but if he's doing it, he would know, he said, hey, this is looking pretty shabby, can we do this? So even an email works just as good too.
Well, I mean, that's,
He's writing.
and the township office could generate the work order, him call and say, hey, this looks bad, and you fill in a fillable PDF that says, hey,
And then
this
his
work
invoice
order.
should have a work order number on it.
That way we can tie it to everything.
Does that make you happy?
Yeah, I just like everything in writing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an extra step, but that way if it's outside of that, then you get paid.
Yeah.
So that way everybody's informed. All right, anything else, Nancy?
No. That I
You sure?
can think of.
So you were quiet last meeting, so I was worried. All right, RFP for the water situation here at the community center. Have we had anybody respond?
Okay.
Nobody? Okay, cause I thought we were gonna try to have that.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, we
Dave
sent-
Kaufman, who else, had another one that we sent one out and,
So nobody wants to do it?
I don't know, I
It's
sent
still-
one to Core Restoration too.
still a really busy time for a lot of them though.
Yeah, well,
But couldn't they have said that, couldn't they have,
Hey, I can't get out there till November.
but
Or,
here's mine.
with all the storms, they're just
No, they won't
contractors
hold
are
it, they won't
crazy.
hold a proposal that long.
that's what I'm saying. They may not want to come out and give the proposal until they slow down.
Yeah, they don't wanna lose that insurance money.
Yeah. All right, we'll try to reach out to a couple again and see.
Well, I think, guys, just speaking specifically to this project, this has been going on so long, a lot of people have probably just lost interest.
Yeah, because they've bid on it before and they've just sat,
Yeah.
so why do it again?
But now we've got Conyer that can help coordinate that. You know what I mean?
So where do we wanna go from here?
I think we need to send it out again and let them know this is a project that's being done and try to reach out and speak to them instead of just email.
So Tony, do you wanna send the proposal to Travis Conyer and let him take a look at it? Let him send it out to people that he knows and collect the bids on it and give it back to you? That's part of what he's supposed to do. That kinda takes it off of your plate and you're not getting all
Yeah, I
the.
think did we use your last copy?
Hmm?
You adjusted one copy and.
I did ask about adjustments on one, but I did not see the proposal that went out. You've got his message stuff, I think, probably in that paperwork that I gave you. If you don't, I'll send it to you and I'll let Travis know you're gonna contact
So
him
you care
about
to
this.
send it to him and just
No,
CC us on there?
You email me a reminder.
Sure. Let me
Have
make
one of
a
our
note.
8 o'clock discussions.
And we can get with Conyer and tell him who that he needs to reach out to and give him contact information.
And what's Travis' last name?
Travis.
Travis Conyer,
How do you spell that?
Conyer,
Okay.
Ellisville.
I was trying to find Rosie's email on the update for Redmond.
Betty could
Do
probably
you have
tell
it?
us.
Might be a text, she's been
Did
sending
she
a lot
send
of
us a
texts.
text?
Oh, yes, I don't have it.
I've had it come in so many different ways that,
There's still some things that she wanted to.
well, they'd had issues.
Like the chair that.
Our
So
chairman-
October the 8th, Rosie sent an update that said,
No.
update on Redmond Hall and other items. 1, the window above the wooden windows needs replaced soon. Cost is $600. Waiting on a final invoice from Core to see if we have budget savings that would cover the cost. 2, Core contacted City Glass for an estimate to replace the windows on the first floor. They think the window sills are broken as the windows have been cloudy and steamy for the last few months. 16 windows equals $6,600. 3, Core is going to add quarter round to the bottom of the baseboards. We are hoping we have budget savings to cover. 4, I have asked Core to give an estimate for concrete pad outside the entry door and roadway on the side. Need before spring, before the rains. 5, a donor bought new registers for the vent. They noticed the vent was very dirty. I called HFI for an estimate. We were told $3,200 and the cleaning would be difficult because the vents are thin. To clean it out, get new, the cost is about the same. That is the last text for an update. And then she said, last Thursday, when it rains, it pours on Redmond Hall. During remodel, the chairlift at the museum had to be disconnected and debris got into the tracks. Steve at Bicycle Doctor gave us a visit on Tuesday. The motor is shot. We are not able to use this weekend for visitors to the Smithville High School reunion, so hopefully that does not keep folks away. The cost of new motor is $2,900, and it takes 2 weeks to arrive once ordered. Thanks for your support. Keep fingers crossed, pray for Smithville Community Awards as funds.
Smithville Communication.
Yeah. Next thing said, just to add to Rosie's text, labor would be $90 per each person, and it takes 2 to install, and that's $90 per hour. And then I asked about scheduled preventative maintenance on a chairlift. That has not happened previously, but we will plan it going forward. The previous lift lasted 9 years. Steve Dodds recommended maybe an annual maintenance depending on amount of use. Also, a new motor would have a lifetime warranty. That's all I've got.
That's what I've got from her.
I had an alumni come up at the museum Saturday night, and he said, "What's with the chairlift?" I was telling him about it. He said, "Well, before you order anything, let me know. I might have a guy that get it to you cheaper." So I'm sending him the model number and all. So I don't know for sure, but and again, I don't know. I guess maybe, I don't know if there's a loyalty thing, but the Bicycle Doc, that's the second one they've put in. Our first one lasted a long time. And then this was the second one they put in 9 years ago.
Is this just the motor or the entire?
It's the whole thing, yeah, he'd have to replace that whole motor.
Chair.
Yeah, and when he called the company for tech support to test it, to see, that's when they said it would be, for a new one, would be $2,900 with a lifetime of warranty, so. If we got a refurbished one, it'd be $2,100, but only a 3-year warranty, so there's not that much of a difference to.
Well, that same person spoke to me, and he is wanting to put in an elevator instead of the chairlift. And so I said, well, what about a donation? And he agreed to it, and
He just had one put in his house, it was like $20,000.
and that's his 3-story house.
He's gonna donate an elevator?
Well, you don't.
This was just all hearsay.
We're hopeful.
To donate,
Yeah.
he is going to donate toward one,
Oh,
or he is willing to. Nothing's been set in stone on that yet. That's what I've been trying to envision is
Where would you put it? That
where,
hallway?
you know, that takes up a space this way. An elevator would just be,
and you just gotta watch that first step when you walk out the door.
well, it'd be,
Elevator up, fire pole down.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I am gonna send you, I took a picture of the model of the motor and send it to him and let him go with it.
But if they can replace the motor and fix that, like under 3,000,
With the lifetime warranty.
Yeah, in the lifetime one.
Who's lifetime?
who's
But
like,
I mean, but I think how often does it get used, Patty?
Not that I-
Like 200 times a year?
No less than that, but, and
Yeah,
that's
so
what
the
Steve was
So
saying.
the elevator would probably be overkill.
Yeah,
well,
the maintenance alone would be
Yeah.
several thousand a year
So
probably.
you have to have that inspected and everything else.
Yeah, it's gonna get,
And even Steve said, you know, that when I texted and said maybe an annual, because we hadn't had one for 9 years. He came once in a while, I mean, if the battery went out,
well, it's probably something we can learn to do ourselves.
Well, and Rozzy said that he always did it right before the Labor Day, that he always came out right before that to check everything.
Yeah, I would assume it has the same type of certification or review as our ladders do, and there's probably a weight test, lubrication test, and functionality, and I'll get trained to do it once a year, I don't care. Me and Todd will watch some YouTube videos.
I actually know Steve pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, his son's Christian son.
so do you want me to go ahead and just, to send to this other person and let them pursue it?
I would, I think you guys could possibly make a motion that it's going to be green lighted,
Repair it,
get it done
it's an accessibility issue.
for Christmas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm motion to approve having the stair lift, or chair lift repaired.
With the lifetime.
Yeah, with a lifetime warranty.
I can second that motion.
All right, all in favor? Aye.
And we also use it more often if we're trying to get stuff up the stairs.
Yeah, no, totally. Well, then, I mean, that's fine, right?
To
It
put
all
it
works
on
in
the
wear and
chair and
tear.
walk it up, you know, some of our boxes and things, so, yeah.
There's service elevators also, right?
Yeah.
All right. I already found out about the bathrooms here in Smithville Community Center.
November 1, right?
That's my goal.
No way.
November 1, one of them, at least 2 of them will be ready.
I'll bet you.
What are we betting, Todd?
Have you been down and looked at the one?
Every day.
The rental of the completed units, I think once we get the bathrooms done, we push that.
Push.
And Nancy asked permission to talk to, what'd you say? Talk to a realtor or something.
Realtors.
So did we give her permission?
Make sure.
I'm not gonna make any commitments,
Yeah,
I just
let-
wanna call and find out what's going on. But I don't wanna call and say, I'm calling from the Smithville Community Center, and then you guys hear about it and say, what the hell are you doing? So basically, I just wanna call and make some inquiries to see what they do when they rent out property, how they manage it, see what they would do for us, if anything, and if it's worthwhile. Because you gotta remember, we don't have a lot of places.
Well, I think that one thing that comes to mind for me, Nancy, is they're gonna have to be, I don't know the word, photogenic for that. And that's kind of something that's holding us back also. We've got one unit that looks good. Now we got the church, right?
The
But
church is-
the bathrooms aren't really ready. We have all these problems that there's not a whole lot you can do
Oh.
until it's ready. And then once it's ready, I almost wonder what our Facebook presence can bring. Because we've put signs up, right, but no one can see what it is. They don't have a general consensus of what's going on in the building. And I think we can probably change that with photos and video when the time comes.
Yeah.
Is that something Jenny would be able to put together?
And I think it's after the bathrooms are done. I don't wanna
I
bring
agree.
somebody in and tell them the vision. I'd rather them walk in and see that it's done.
And I also know a realtor will charge us a lot of money to create that.
Yeah.
So it'd be better, in my opinion, to pay Jenny to create the content, and then we can disperse it as needed.
We can, I think it'd be easier, I don't know, I was talking about somebody on our committee was connected to the Facebook page, just because I do think that's a lot, so every time we wanna post something, ask you and then have you do it, and
It is a lot. That's on here.
so once again, I have multiple Facebook pages attached to businesses, and I know you can basically just add
Yeah.
a person to it.
Yeah, so I can add to it, and I did add someone to it. I added Melissa Stewart to it. She's connected to several groups here that meet, and so she also has the Smithville connection, so her circle is different than my circle. And she's already brought new followers into the Facebook group. So that is something certainly that we can talk about, is bringing a third person onto the page and having it added. The issue that I came across is if we could, anybody can have opinions about what goes onto the pages or what should be reflected on the website. And it should be a community decision. What I don't want is one person giving me all of the information and telling me what to do without having the opportunity to discuss it as a group. So if we could have anything that needs to be added to the page or added to the website, if we could talk about it here, and it doesn't have to be during the meeting, we could do it offsite or casually or whatever, but that gives everybody an opportunity to have an opinion before we change it.
The
I think the
community
community-
center has its own website, has its own Facebook page.
Yes,
I kinda think the community center committee
See,
should be in charge of
the
the
committee-
community center Facebook page.
Because you said Melissa, I have no idea who she is, he has no idea.
I know who she is.
But this is the committee for the community center is the one that's promoting the community center.
that's fair, but I was hired into the position. So if you want to hire someone else out or bring someone else into the position and take that off of my plate, I'm okay with it. But that's not a decision I can make because I didn't hire myself. So that's not something I can give away to someone else. So if you guys want to bring someone else in and for me to step back from your group, I'm okay with that. Really, I am. But one thing that we do need to avoid is I was getting several critiques, one right after the other, and to make changes and small changes, like the wording didn't sound right, or someone didn't like this, or someone didn't like that, and that's fine. But the avalanche is that one change on that one section on the website affects the flow of everything beneath it. It affects the pages and how it aligns on the site, and then I change it on the desktop version, and then on the iPad version, and then on the mobile version. So while I'm getting a simple correction that might take 5 minutes to discuss, it creates 2 hours of work. And if I'm getting that throughout the month from several different people, I'm spending 15 hours to make simple changes on the site. The only thing that I'm asking is that we talk about it in the meeting so I can write it down and have a list to work from, and then sit down one day, make all the changes, and then we're good until the next meeting.
All right, we have a community meeting, a Smithville Community Center meeting Thursday. And we will discuss how we think the Facebook page should be.
Mhm.
And I guess it's asking Tony.
I just
Well,
I think you
can
can
we-
still be completely part of everything, but just have one of us on the
Can we-
Facebook page, or we can still make,
let's-
you can make like posts about, but we can make a post if
But
we
let's
see, hey,
continue this afterwards. We'll finish it. That sounds like we're gonna get in the weeds really quick and that could take a while. So that way, afterwards, we can have a quick session with us. That way, it's done and settled and done. That way we don't keep going. But now I do see you're on here for the website.
Yeah, that's all.
That's what we were talking, that's what.
And I think that one could get in the weeds pretty quick and we'll discuss that, immediately following the meeting, just a few minutes. I think it'll be easier to do that with all of us right there than trying to keep going now.
Sure thing.
Wi-Fi for the park and Redmond Hall, we've already taken care of that one, so it's already done. November 1st.
The whole world.
Well, this whole place is gonna change on November 1st. I can't wait to come in that Friday.
Come in, we've got our holiday bazaar on November 1st.
See?
Saturday.
That's,
Right, maybe those bathrooms should open November 2nd.
yeah.
No, we don't use that hallway.
That's right.
Alright, so that's it on the update. Any old business we need to discuss that hasn't been already discussed?
I don't know.
Alright, any new business? that we need to discuss?
I got a question, just between you guys, have you coordinated Santa Claus this year already?
Mhm. Yeah, Santa's gonna be at Harrisburg on Thursday, the 4th, and we're here on.
So he's coming to Harrisburg Saturday.
Yeah, the new note I got from Pam was that Saturday, they're afraid they're gonna get tons more people than they could handle. So they moved it back to Thursday,
And that was on December 4th.
December
I
4th.
didn't know that.
And then ours will be
Yeah.
here on December 5th.
Well, I missed that.
And Pam Wilson said she's let
But we talked
Greg
about
know
it.
already about that, so.
Yeah, we were really scared that on Saturday we could just get
Well, that's okay.
overrun
I just
and
need
not
to
have
make-
enough presents for all
And
the
you guys are
kids.
set to
Changes.
Does the
return
social
December
media
6th.
manager know this?
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
December 6th for the Smithville,
No, 6th is, don't think 6th. We're Friday.
4th and 5th.
Friday the 5th.
Friday the 5th.
Okay.
And Harrisburg's Thursday.
yes.
And what's the times on them?
We open the door here at 6:30, Santa comes at 7 here.
Okay.
I think we open at 6 or 6:30, I'm not sure,
Okay.
and Santa's at 7.
Okay.
Because we have a
And it
4-H
kinda
club
goes
sets
till
up and does
It
crafts.
gets done.
I'm gonna need your help on, getting Santa paid.
Oh, yeah, I got you. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, I can help with that one. I'll have tickets from the Christmas lights again this year. So, yeah, I told them I think I'm going to pick them up tomorrow or the next day, so I'll have those tickets available for those two.
Another thing just to invite y'all, our holiday bazaar is the 1st of November, but on the 8th is our annual Thanksgiving dinner. And that'll be at Redmond Hall at 6 o'clock, so invite y'all to, our community,
November 8th.
November 8th, the following Saturday, so.
I would like to, but that's the granddaughter's 3rd birthday, and my daughter has informed me that it is unacceptable to miss it for any reason.
I
Couldn't
agree.
go anywhere else.
Patty, we're also trying to get Santa a hotel room
Oh,
donated. We've talked to a couple different people.
okay. I'll let you know.
Cause I know he always pays all his expenses and won't take anything, but I think if now that his parents aren't here,
Yeah.
we're gonna try to get him at least a hotel room, so.
His dad's still.
Oh, Ralphie's still
No.
here.
His dad is he staying with them, or?
No, he always gets a hotel room, even
Yeah,
though.
no.
You might check Hampton and Bedford, remember they were talking about doing some stuff for you?
We're talking to, the Inn, Four Winds.
Oh, that
There
works
you
too.
I think they're just gonna donate us one.
There you go.
Well, I'm coordinating going in costume.
That'll work. All right, that's it.
What time does the holiday bazaar start? 9?
It runs 8 to 3 on
8 to
Saturday.
3, okay.
What's the date on that one too?
It's November 1st, which is
November
the
1st.
Saturday.
Boy, there's a whole lot going on that day.
Yeah.
We're ready.
We'll be setting up on,
I'm gonna stay
on the
clear on the
Friday.
record. So, November 1st is the holiday bazaar at Smithville Community Center. And November 8th is Thanksgiving dinner at Redmond Hall.
And Santa Claus?
And Santa Claus will be at the Harrisburg Community Center on Thursday, December 4th at 6 or 6:30.
He'll be there at 7, we'll open the doors at 6:30, so.
Okay, and then he'll be here on Friday, December 5th at 7 p.m.
Yeah, and same thing, we open it, the doors at 6:30, so.
Okay, got that. Sounds like we all just need to get some coffee and donuts and come and walk around to all our new stuff on the 1st. If not, we go to Nancy's
And then go
afterwards.
to the bazaar, and
We've got about 54 vendors signed up for the bazaar.
it's fun.
It's all the gym and.
I normally have a game that day. It always seems to have an IU football game, but not this year.
No.
Get pictures.
It was fun last year, one person could not, I really liked their persimmon pulp, and one person couldn't sell it, but if you bought something,
It was the cookbook, the recipe book, yeah.
yeah, if you bought the
Health
recipe,
department, you
through.
can't sell the pulp. You can donate for a donation. The word, optimal word is sell. We got into that at the farmer's market too, so.
Suggested donation. All right, any other new business? Any additional discussion?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn, I'll second that one. All in favor? Aye. 1 hour exactly.